Blog Talk Radio.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walk in His ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking His Ways Impact Voice. I want to give a big shout out to Royal Priesthood Pap Star for introducing a new intro today here on Impact Voice. Big things are transpiring here on the broadcast. We're going to get it started. We got an awesome interview today with a lady who's doing extraordinary things here in the city of Mobile. She has the first ever business fair for children in entrepreneurship, building wealth, things of that nature. But before we get into the interview, I want to share a quick scripture right quick. Coming out of Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. This says this, "But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that give thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore unto thy fathers as it is this day." Just think about that. God gave us the ability to get wealth. So we don't have to live in poverty. We don't have to live from paycheck to paycheck. He gave us the ability to get wealth. And that's what we're going to be kicking off with this evening. And I'm going to bring my guest on. And I just want to say, welcome to Walking This Ways Impact Voice. Hello?
Yes. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Walking This Way Impact Voice. Thank you for taking time out to be the schedule to be a part of the broadcast. Ms. Turner, I know you are a wealth and tax consultant here in the city of Mobile. I know you've got a lot of extraordinary things going on here in the city. But I want you to let the listeners know who is Jonesia Turner is. I hope I said your first name right.
It's Jonesia, and it's okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you and those that are tuned in today. My name is Jonesia Turner. I'm a mother of two here in Mobile. Again, I'm a graduate of Tuskegee University. I hold a bachelor's in accounting degree from there, and I also have my MBA from the University of Mobile. I recently authored a book, Living a Life of Abundance, and as you've already stated, I am a wealth and tax consultant here, just helping people get their finances together so they can build generational wealth.
And that's some good stuff because we know finances is a tool that we use here on earth. And I know I was explaining earlier that, God gives the ability to get wealth. And I know amongst, African American community, we don't take that seriously, from our credit score to investing to life insurance policy. But also, I just want to know, how do you get into the wealth and tax consulting business?
I started doing taxes back in 2004. Once I graduated, I started working for IBM in North Carolina, and they did a huge layoff in their accounting department, which hit about 3 different cities. And so when I moved back home, it was hard for me to find a job, and I actually started doing taxes for a company until I got hired on with the state. And even after I got a full-time job, I continued to do taxes on the side and just as my own little business, so I can continue to earn some extra income for my family and to establish something of my own. And so I've been doing that for, I started my own in 2005. And so I've just kept it up. And from there, as, I work with different clients and whatnot, there were some additional things that people needed in addition to just tax preparation. I noticed that people wanted to get out of debt, that they were always talking about. They were broke. They didn't have money for this, that, and the other. And so I took it upon myself to start being a wealth consultant, teaching people how to start their business, maintaining, establishing, fixing their credit, getting out of debt. And so from there, and setting up budgets for their household that they could live by so they could start creating generational wealth and teaching them the importance of saving, investing, and eventually just making sure that they have leaving something behind for their children and their children's children.
Awesome stuff and great information, something that we have to take more seriously in our generation, be more disciplined when it
Yes.
comes to money and things of that nature. Because I love Jordans, but Jordan ain't going to do anything for me but take that little money and put it to a side to make, generational
Invest to
wealth.
buy some stock in Nike. Okay.
Hmm.
Don't just go out and purchase the shoe, but buy some stock in Nike. That's what someone always told me. If there's something that you love, invest in that. Purchase some stock in it and start owning a piece of it. And that's how you're gonna, be able to grow your money. You can't just throw it away on any and everything, but you have to start investing. And that's why a lot of people they can't invest because they're in a lot of debt. And so you got to figure out ways to shift your income, grow that income, bring in additional income if you have to. And that way you can not get into debt, and then you can go ahead and be able to invest and grow your wealth so you can live.
And that's what it's all about. And my next question is, when it comes to money, what are the importance when it comes to money? I know once again within everybody we think money. Okay, I just do this, do that. But what's the importance that the listeners can gain from the principle of using money?
No, like you said, it's knowing that God is the one who gives you the power and the ability to get wealth. Everything that you have comes from Him. And if you acknowledge Him first and put Him first, He will grow everything. He will cause everything that you do to prosper. And so if you put Him first and know that everything that you're doing is unto His glory, then everything will fall into place. And not only putting Him first, but being a good steward of the things that He has blessed you with, and properly manage the money that He has given you. Like I was saying earlier, make sure that you save, make sure that you invest, and even give. We're blessed to be a blessing to others. So even the things that God gives us is not just for us, it's for us to be a blessing. So we know that if we put Him first, He has already given us everything that we need. The gifts and talents are already within us. It's up to us to put those things into action, nurture those gifts, and put them forth, and then He will bless them. We just have to go out there and step out on faith and do what it is that He has given us to do, and then set goals. Whatever your monetary goal is, if you want to get out of debt or if you want to have a certain amount of money saved up by a certain date, or if you want to make a certain amount of money on your job or in your business, then set those monetary goals and work toward them. And a lot of people don't set any goals for themselves. They just live day by day, check to check, and they're not looking for the future. But if you don't set any goals, then there's nothing for you to work toward, and you won't work toward anything to make your life better. So just put God first, manage what He has given you, and set your goals in life, and then everything else will fall in place.
And I agree with that 100%. Words of wise, words of wisdom, and just whatever who's listening this evening, take a stride what was being said today. This is your season. This is your season of progress, starting over again. I love the scripture when He said God said He restored the years, the cake of worms. Everything that was taken, God restored the years, so it's never too late.
Yes,
and my next question is, you are holding the first children business fair in the city of Mobile, Alabama on July the 20th, 2019. Let the listeners know how this event started.
I wanted to do something for our youth. A lot of the events that we have here in Mobile and even in the surrounding areas are geared toward the adults in businesses, even our workshops and things of that nature. Vending events are all geared toward the adults. And so I wanted to do something to get the attention of our young people and let them know that they didn't have to wait until they were grown to start their business or to start living their dream, that they could do it now. A lot of them have ideas, and if we can push behind them now, I'm an advocate of education. And so I believe in pushing our young people to their fullest potential. And if we get behind them now, they can start their business now. So when they're older, they already have the money to where they can continue their education in college because, like I said, you still need to go to get the accounting work, the finance work, the business classes, the public speaking classes. So there are things that you still have to learn, as you get older to help your business grow. And so I'm just looking forward to them coming because they will actually launch their own business. They will be in control of everything. The parents are not allowed to assist them. They are the ones that have to greet the customers. They are the ones that have to give the business presentations, letting them know what their business is all about, what their products they have, what services they are providing. They're the ones that will be doing the selling. They'll be collecting the money. They'll be counting the money, making sure they're giving back the proper change, keeping up with their receipts, the whole 9 yards. They're decorating their own tables and their booths. So it's all on them. And so this is going to be a huge experience for a lot of them. This will be their first time doing something like this. Some of them already have businesses they've had maybe for a year or so, and then some, this is just their first time launching their business with the idea that they have. So I'm excited about it, and it's going, like you said, it's going to be July the 20th here at the Semmes Recreational Center up here on Moffett Road. It's going to be on that Saturday starting at 10 a.m. that morning. And I am just so excited to see these children come forward with their ideas. Some of them are very unique in what they're doing. And so I have about 10 young people already signed up who's excited to be there to display their products and services and let the community know what they're doing.
It's just awesome. I have a heart for that, to see that our young people, that you are getting involved with our young people right where they at. And that's a beautiful thing. We need to have more business-minded children, less jails, less crime, and we get our children on the right path. Because the Bible said a good man even has for a children. Yeah, they do. And
it's up to us to cultivate them and push them.
Right. And I agree, because you're taking them to the next level. And support. I know I've been sharing on my Facebook page, of course, because this is something positive that's much needed in our city, in our community. And I encourage everybody who's listening, get behind Ms. Turner, what she's doing, support her, what she's doing. It's not about, well, if I'm not on the panel, I'm not going to support. Support. Get behind support, because this is a wealthy cause for our children. And if you are parents, get your children involved. Get them right where they need to be at. Like I said, more business-minded, less jails in our city and surrounding areas.
Yes, and I would love for everybody to come out and participate and support them, because the more the young people see that, okay, my community is behind me, and they see that we're supporting them, they're going to go further. So show your face, even if you don't have, and their products and services a lot of them are less than $5 each. So don't think that, I got to come out here and spend bukus of money. No, their products and services are reasonably priced. Come out and buy one thing from each person, or come in and just sow a seed into each child. Come smile. Let them know that you're excited. Let them know that they're doing a good job, that their booth is nice, that you like their information. Take their business cards and, help spread the word about their business and support them. So I'm just looking forward to everybody just coming in and flooding these young people with their support on that Saturday.
Yeah, because it's a beautiful thing. And like I said, I support you 100% in what you're doing. And hopefully I'll be able to make it out that day to come out and see what the children are doing and really support. I don't have any children, but just really get involved with what these children are doing. And my next question is, what are your goals for the Children Business Fair?
My goal is for them to have a wonderful experience in launching their business and knowing how to run their business and knowing that, okay, I can actually do this, so their business can get off the ground. I'm encouraging other entrepreneurs to come through to speak with them, maybe give them a couple tips on how they can better their business, on how well it is, and give them some advice, and let them know that there are other entrepreneurs in town who can support them and that they can network with as well. And just enjoy selling their products and services with no not under a lot of stress and pressure, but, make their money, sell their products and services, and develop their business skills that they need, customer service, presentation, money management. I want it to grow. So this is the first one. It won't be the last one. So I'm just looking forward to them just really putting their business out there and the community supporting them so they can continue to move forward in their business and, have other ideas that they may have dormant within them that they want to do, and they'll know that, okay, I can do this, and that they have the support behind them to push them to their goals.
And once again, that's awesome stuff. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing. I'm just excited about this season, what God is doing in everyone's lives, especially with the young people in this season. And my last question, of course, I'm going to Proverbs 22:1. And I ask all my guests that have been on Impact Voice about their legacy. Proverbs 22:1 says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. What legacy you want to leave for others to gain from?
Put God first and foremost, because He is the one who created us and has given us everything that we need. Put Him first, fulfill your dreams, and then leave an inheritance for your children. Because if you put Him first and you're fulfilling your dreams, then you leave your inheritance for your children. You will fulfill your purpose and your God-given purpose here on earth. And so that's my thing. My children know God is first, and I'm going to do what it is that He has purpose for me to do. And then I'm going to leave an inheritance for them, because I want them to be able to have something for their children and their children's children. So that's my thing. Put God first, and make sure that you live in a good life, because your life speaks louder than the words that you say.
That's true. That's true. That's why I love what Proverbs 22:1 says about that good name. It's rather to be chosen in great riches. Because that good name is going to take you a long way in life. Because you can have all the money and still have bad character.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I did before was walking in integrity and prosperity. Because if you can be a man or woman of integrity, then the prosperity will always follow you. But you got to do things the right way. You got to do it the right way.
Awesome. That's awesome. I know we got 12 minutes left in the broadcast, Ms. Turner. Do you have any final remarks? Anything the Lord is putting in your heart to share with the listeners here on Impact Voice?
I am just encouraging all of you to come out on July the 20th for this children's business fair and support our youth in this community. If you have a child who has a business idea, there is room for them to come. I do have space for additional children to register to participate in the event. You can call me at 251-273-4243 for more information. The event is also on social media. You can get them signed up to participate. So I do have additional vendor space available for your child. And just come and support them if you would like to be a sponsor in any way, because there will be an award ceremony at 1:30 on that day. We will be giving awards to all of the participants that day, and also giving them, school is about to come back up. So I want to give them a back-to-school bag and back-to-school and business bag. And we also have sponsorships available for those who are business owners, that if you want to get your information to the parent in the swag bags, or if you have a 501c3 or a youth-oriented group and you want to set up that day to let people know more about your organization, there's a sponsorship opportunity for you as well. So feel free to call me. Again, my number is 251-273-4243, or you can email me at Jonesia@JonesiaTurner.com. That's JONESIA @JonesiaTurner.com. And I am just looking forward to a great event. I'm looking forward to it being a huge success in our area, and our children coming out, launching their businesses, and just letting us know what products and services they have to offer and what's on their mind. And just like you said, staying out of trouble. This is something that's positive for them. They're not out in the streets. They're not in the jailhouse. They're not out doing ill, but they're doing good. And if we get behind them and push them, they will continue to do good. So I'm excited.
Because
I really am. And again, thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, you will, and I'm excited for you because, like I said, I work as a correction officer at Metro Jail, and I see a lot of young men coming to jail looking at life in prison, and I'm glad that you're bringing some out like this. Everybody talks about the problem, but you're bringing in a solution to get them occupied. Not only that, preparing them for business, because we want the next child to be the next NBA player, the next NFL player, but we're not preparing them for business because it's not guaranteed that you may get drafted to the pros. And
even if you get drafted to the pros, you still need to know how to manage your money, because people hire people to manage their money, but that person that they hire doesn't always do right by them. And you need to know how to read financial statements. You need to know how to make sure that things are properly accounted for in your bank account. So there's still principles that you need to learn now. So when you get older, you're not in debt or your business is going under because you didn't know how to manage it or you didn't understand what was going on. You just thought, well, I'll just hire this person to do this and I'll hire this person to do that. But you got to know what's going on for your own self. And so now is the time for them to start learning it. So when they become adults, they can become productive citizens and not just living, but they'll be productive.
And I agree with you 100%. We're about to be ready to get off the air this evening. I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their Sunday evening. Thank you again, Ms. Turner, for taking time out to be the schedule to be a part of today's broadcast to enlighten all of us what's going on in our city. And I tell anybody, we have a lot of gifted men and women. We're doing great things here in the city. And get our support. Find out what things going on. Get behind, support everybody who's doing things. Don't worry about it. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about other people sowing into their lives, giving back into them, and watch what God will do. If you take care of other people's business, God will take care of your business. So I want everybody to be encouraged. Have a great weekend. Ms. Turner, thank you again for being part of the broadcast. And we'll see y'all next week here on Impact Voice next Saturday at 5 o'clock. Everybody have a blessed, great day.
Thank you.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walk in His ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed.